About finding some rain, it's important because the Mississippi River has reached record low levels for the second year in a row. And that river, of course, plays a major role in the exporting and importing of a lot of goods to and from Arkansas. THV 11's Jalissa Garza shows us the potential downsides of all this dry weather.
Consistently, at -10, -11 feet for the next 2 weeks.
That's how low the water levels are along the Mississippi River.
The river level has reached a record low this year relative to even last year, and last year set a new record low relative to 1988.
Hunter Byram is an assistant professor and extension economist with the University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture. He says those low levels are impacting barges trying to transport goods on the river.
Stopped around Memphis, a lot of barges stopped around Vicksburg and around St. Louis, around those major hubs, but haven't seen a ton of barge traffic up and down the Mississippi along the Arkansas border.
Arkansas exports soybeans, grains, and other goods along the Mississippi River. So if things don't get better, Byram says we could feel some negative impacts.
Essentially what happens is the freight rate has to be increased to compensate for not as much capacity, not as much of that grain being shipped.
Which could hurt our farmers' pockets.
They could be losing 16 to 20% per bushel, $1 or $2 per bushel.
It also impacts vital imports for farmers like fertilizer.
I was just talking to a farmer yesterday who that was his concern. So he is a farmer who he did risk management with his grain, but he's worried about those high fertilizer prices that could come because of less supply.
Byram says for now, all we can do is hope for rain.
The rivers that pour into the Mississippi River, if we can see rain across those areas, that should alleviate a lot of these problems.
In Little Rock, Jalissa Garza, THV 11 News.
Jalissa, thank you. Now, trucks and railroads are alternatives, but Professor Byram says they are less efficient and they come at an increased cost.